Ito ang inyong lingkod na nagbabalik upang magbigay ng mga balitang walang bias at pawang katotohanan lamang. Ito ang Bayang Pinas. Ang isyong ito ay naging usap-usapan sa buong bansa at iba't ibang social media platforms. Si Justice Secretary Jesus Crispin Boying Rimulya ay nasa gitna ng kontrobersya matapos siyang batikusin dahil sa umunoy pakikisabwatan sa ginawang raid sa Kingdom of Jesus Christ or KOJC compound. Ayon sa mga kritiko, tila tinulungan ni Rimulya ang mga otoridad sa paglabag sa itinakda ng batas upang may sagawa ang operasyon laban kay Pastor Apollo Kibuloy. Sa kabila ng pagiging isang tagapagtupad ng batas, ipinahayag ni Rimulya na hindi na kailangan ng warrant mula sa korte para huliin si Kibuloy. Isang bagay na ikinagulat at ikinadismaya ng maraming tao dahil dito lumabas ang mga paratang na kasabwat si Rimulya sa pagpapahintulot ng operasyon na labag sa proseso ng batas na nagdulot ng pangamba sa posibleng pagkakaroon ng special treatment para sa ilang personalidad. Habang patuloy ang pag-usisa sa isyong ito, marami ang nananawagan ng imbestigahan or naimbestigahan ang posibleng pananagutan ni Rimulya sa mga naging aksyon ng mga otoridad. Ang isyong ito ay nagdulot ng mas malalim na tanong ukol sa integridad ng sistema ng hustisya sa bansa at sa papel ng mga opisyal ng gobyerno sa pagpapatupad ng batas nang walang kinikilingan. Sa ngayon, wala pang formal na sagot mula kay Rimulya hinggil sa mga aligasyon, subalit inaasahan ng publiko ang isang masusing pagsisiyasat sa mga pangyayaring ito. Para sa kabuuang detalye ay panoorin ang buong video at salamat na rin sa ating mga solid viewers sa walang sawang pagsuporta. At kung bago naman sa ating channel ay syempre, huwag kakalimutang mag-subscribe at pindutin ang notification bell upang laging maging updated sa mga balitang bago, totoo at walang bias dito sa channel ng Bayan, ang Bayang Pinas. Huwag din kakalimutang mag-iwan ng like at i-share ang ating mga videos. Maraming salamat po!
ng ano, ng ng ginagawa sa mga taga-loob. Tama ba yon to show such disdain, such disregard for reports of violations na ganyan, ng pananakit? Ibig sabihin, okay. So, if the PNP disregards the order of the court pagdating sa contempt, then we know that they are being directed with absolute certainty, they are being directed by an authority that believes that they are untouchable. The reason gusto ko na matuloy yung proseso sa hukuman is I want to see, para meron tayong pruweba, this is an indication na pati ang hukuman ay ginugurgur nila. Pati ang hukuman binabastos at binubuli nila through the PNP. If the PNP disregards the order of contempt later on, or if they find some way to disregard the proceedings in the Davao Regional Trial Court, alam na natin. Alam na natin. Sabi ni Siyang, this government isn't fair, attorney. We should never have expected them to be fair in the first place. This is no longer a government of laws. This is a government of bangag. Anthony Ludalvi Vista says, the court could have issued a temporary recall of the warrant of arrest. You may say it is beyond the rules, but all the media rules are possible. No, sir. It is not possible for the Davao court to issue a temporary recall of the warrant of arrest. The Davao court has no jurisdiction over a warrant that is issued by the Pasig court. Uulitin ko, those are two different courts. The Davao court did not issue the warrant, the Pasig court did. So the Davao court did the best that it could under the circumstances since they have no jurisdiction over the warrant of arrest itself. Tama si Joyful. Sabi niya, if you tolerate injustice and no action about it, you're as evil as your leader. Yes, for good men to do nothing, di ba? The only way for evil to thrive here is when good men will do nothing. Are we in a de facto dictatorship? Well, what is the definition? What is your definition of dictatorship? Para sa akin, when a single person or small group of people control all the powers of government. That means the executive, the legislature, and the judiciary. Right now, I think that we still have a very independent judiciary because if it wasn't, the Davao court would have never issued the TPO. Antonio says, ang commander-in-chief ang presidente. Sa AFP po yung commander-in-chief, but as the head of the civil service. Yun po, ang presidente. Kaya ang PNP dapat sumunod sila sa Malacanang. Hindi sila matakot sa regional trial court. Sila ang batas, ang presidente sa Republika ng Pilipinas. Mali po yata yan. May authority din po ang court. That's why those are 3 co-equal branches. No. Peke ang press na sinundan mo, says, pwede ba magreklamo sa mga international organizations dahil wala na malapitan? I mean, you can, what we need to do is to shed light, to kumbaga, gain international attention. I agree with that one. Kasi wala silang kinatatakutan. But other countries and foreign courts have no jurisdiction in the Philippines. So you just have to understand the difference. Kasi ayaw natin na tinutulungan ng ibang bansa ang isang repressive na gobyerno. Sabi ni GD, and this is wrong, tama si PBBM, tulad ng sabi ni Digong noon, police should overcome any obstruction. May difference po. When the police were ordered to enforce the laws and huhulihin nila yung mga drug users and pushers and so on, wala pa yung court. Okay? It is taken to court after the police action. In this case, may hukuman na po, may jurisdiction na yung court. At yun po, does not factor into what you're saying. And so, mali po kayo. There is authority emanating from the court. Hindi pwedeng susundan mo yung presidente lang and then ignore the court. You do that at your peril. Sabi ni Phil Canadian Family Vlog, kakagalit talaga ang pinaggagawa nila sa Pilipinas. Wala nang batas-batas. Sa bibig mismo ni Torre nang galing. It's called his contemptuous behavior. Not just towards the court, towards the laws of the land, which is highly unusual and unbecoming of an officer, of a law enforcer. Kung walang batas, anong ini-enforce niya? Diba? Yan, sabi ni Rocket, yes, specify, said, command responsibility. He should assume responsibility over PNP's excessive act. Pwede. Kaya pasalamat ako muna uli, ha? Okay. Sabi ni Rocket, PNP's excessive acts are the President's acts. Agents of the state. Sort of. Yes. Okay. Monica Conejero, thank you very much. Ma'am Cheryl Hernandez, si Ma'am Spirit, si Big Boss 76, thank you very much. Ma'am Cheryl po uli. Si Ma'am Cheryl, dami na naman. Ma'am Cheryl and Ma'am Spirit. At saka kay Free Fire Chris, thank you very much. Ma'am Cheryl uli, Free Fire Chris. Sabi ni Ma'am Elizabeth Oropesa, "Ay, ma'am, nandito kayo. Forgive us for being impatient." Para kasing may kinikilingan ng batas natin, nakakatakot na. I agree, ma'am. Nakakatakot. Ang inaano ko is, I want to see then if the court has maintained its independence, and ang nakikita ko, it remains independent. Thank you kay Ma'am Cheryl din po, kay Ma'am Spirit, kay Joyful Mori, kay Marilu Rodic, 3 times, kay Ma'am Spirit, kay Ma'am Marilu, kay Ma'am Tems, kay Joyful Mori, kay Ma'am Spirit, kay Ma'am Tems uli, kay Ma'am Dory, kay Ma'am Tems, kay Marilu, Ma'am Tems, Ma'am Olivia, Ma'am Marilu uli, Ma'am Spirit, si Junjun, at kay Hero Store Gio. Thank you. Sinong nasa ER? Sabi ni Malacanang Travel and Tours, nasa ER daw. Sino pong nasa ER? Here's to go. Thank you. Ma'am Telms, maraming salamat po sa inyo, ha. Sabi ni Ma'am Joyful, takbo ka senador. Hindi po kailangan. Oy, thank you kay James Yap, kay Kapitan daw, kay Ma'am Spirit, kay Nada Ak, kay Ma'am Spirit uli, kay Ma'am Cheryl, at kay May. Okay. Sabi ni Boggs, silence equals conspiracy. Sana ang mga nasa Pilipinas ay ipakita ang lakas ng tao. Mga OFW lang maingay. Hindi naman po. Hindi kasi ako OFW sa SOCMED, pero ang mismo nasa Pilipinas walang pake. Sana hindi po totoo. Sabi ni Mavic, bakit po hindi nag-file ng TRO sa Pasig RTC? Iba po yata ang final nila is yun na nga, yung return to preliminary investigation, di ba? So, yun na yun. Tapos na po yun. Matagal na po nilang challenge yung validity ng arrest. Perforation of the septum o deviated yung septum. Wow, perforation, maano yun, mabigat yun. Thank you kay Krishna Abroguena for sharing the live. Thank you kay Wins Marasigan at kay Jaime. Thank you din po kay Sir Paul for your super sticker. Sabi ni Ma'am Maria Paz de los Santos, para matapos na, why does the DOJ not make a decision on the motion filed by Pastor to questioning the probable cause? Hindi ko po alam. Baka nasa court pa po. Kasi magfa-file muna ng motion ang KOJC to the court to allow them to question it at the prosecutor's level. Thank you kay Don De Esta for sharing the live. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit at kay Ma'am Telms. Sabi ni user 117746, useless mag-file ng kaso si Rimulya sa judge na nag-issue ng TPO. Di rin naman nila sinunod yun. Pag nag-file nga ang DOJ sa court ng Davao City, whatever it is, they recognize its jurisdiction. Alam niyo po ba yan? Kasi bakit ka pupunta sa hukuman na hindi mo naman kinikilala? Sabi ni Hampas Lupang Ambisyosa, sabi ni Abalos, uy, padala niyo po ako ng link niyan. Hindi tanggapin ng TPO na ini-issue ng judge sa Davao kasi daw lahat ng kaso ni Kibuloy nilipat na sa Pasig. Ang gulo kay Kibuloy lang naman yun. Bakit sinama pa ang KOJC? I agree with you, Hampas Lupang Ambisyosa. Number 1, Pastor Kibuloy and the KOJC are two different entities. Now, while the KOJC is a corporation sole headed by Pastor Kibuloy, the corporation exists with or without him. Pwede pong palitan kasi yung head ng corporation sole. And Pastor Quiboloy's criminal cases are filed against him in his personal capacity. Hindi po KOJC ang respondent or ang accused doon sa criminal case. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit. Sabi ni Doralyn, do not wait, act now. Si B, meron pang 4 more years, 2 pa lang siya ngayon. Paano na kung umabot pa siya ng 4 years stay? Wala na talaga ang Pilipinas kung ang ating kababayan ay mag-iintay pa. Okay, Poco Loco says, if all the chaos started with Quiboloy, if no wrongdoing was committed, then he should face the court of justice and defend himself. Hiding like a rat makes him look guilty. Well, I understand your opinion, but Pastor Quiboloy has every right to exhaust all the legal remedies available to him. And his motion to return to preliminary investigation is part of that legal remedy. So kayo, you're only looking at what it looks like. To defend himself, hiding like a rat makes him look guilty. But the presumption under the Constitution is that you are innocent until proven otherwise. So, pati yung sinasabi ninyong he should give himself up. The court in the Dacer case, that was Senator Ping Lacson's case, said that Senator Lacson was not obligated to turn himself in or to surrender during that time when he was questioning the lack of probable cause. The same doctrine applies to Pastor Quiboloy. And therefore, when you say he should surrender and commit himself, I am assuming, and it should be very clear, that this is simply an opinion on how he should conduct his legal proceedings. In the end, he gets to determine his own defense. Sorry, not legal proceedings. How he will conduct his defense. But it is his decision. And no negative conclusion can come out of a person who is exhausting, simply using all the available remedies of the law. If he is maligned for not giving himself up when he is using another remedy, that could make you vulnerable, I'm not saying it's true here in this case, to a charge of libel. Thank you kay Patrick Pasqua. Ma'am Spirit, thank you din po uli. Ayasib Pinoy TV. Oops, nasan kayo? Ba't nawala? Ayasib Pinoy TV, thank you very much po. Sabi ni Ma'am Marilu, sa mga bagong pasok, huwag kalimutan like, share, follow, and subscribe. Sabi ni Kelsey, paano makaklose yung kaso kung talagang innocent siya, kung tatakbo at magtatago lang siya? Hindi pa po nga tapos. At tama kayo dyan, pero hindi nga naman po suspended. Dahil tuloy-tuloy pa rin yan kahit nakatago siya dahil mayroong motion na nakahain sa hukuman na ibalik ang kaso sa piskalya. Yung hukuman po ang sabihan ninyo bakit ang tagal at yun po ay ang Pasig Court. Makuklose ang kaso kung mag-decide na kagad ang hukuman. Kung hindi yung hukuman, yung piskalya. So, hindi po kontrolado ni Pastor yan. Once na-file na niya yung motion, it's really up to either the court or the DOJ. So, sila po yung awayin nyo. Sa kanila po kayo magalit. Bakit kayo galit sa kanya? Ay, nag-iintay din siya. Hi, Ma'am Olivia. Thank you very much. Ganito ha, I wouldn't be so confident about conclusions you're making with the law kung hindi po kayo nag-aral ng mga particular circumstances na yon. So, kaya nga po ini-explain namin yung batas sa inyo. Kaya nga po. So, pagka na-explain na namin, andyan na po, nakalahad na sa inyo, you can also double check it. Check out the Dacer case po sa Supreme Court. Okay? Tignan nyo po kung ano yung ruling ng hukuman doon at kung yan po sa tingin ninyo ay kung at makikita ninyo na nag-a-apply yan in this case. Okay? Ma'am Marilu Rodic, thank you for sharing the live. Sabi ni Pretty Nurse, why are they arresting him if it is still in court? Because it has created a conundrum. The warrant of arrest is valid until the court says so. But the remedy of returning to the hearings on probable cause are also still valid. So that's why the Supreme Court said he has no obligation to surrender. But until the regional trial court invalidates or revokes the warrant, it remains in force. Ito, sabi ni AJ, yes, we discussed this yesterday, pero tama po kayo dun sa sinasabi ninyo. BBM cannot assure non-extradition because extradition has effect of law. True? It's like this. Paano mapapa-extradite si Pastor Quiboloy? If there is a valid arrest warrant from a foreign court, they will come here to the Philippines and file a case for extradition with the court. The extradition case will recognize the warrant of arrest and determine if within our laws he should be held for trial abroad. Okay. Next, the complication here is that in most countries, if an accused is being asked to face a foreign court, but they are also facing a local court, uunahin nila yung local court. So it's not in our law, but it has been a foreign policy for a long time. Not just here, but in many other countries. So yun po yung complication doon. But the decision of the court will have the effect of law. That is true. Unfortunately for the president, okay? Unfortunately for the president, his foreign policy will still mananaig dito. Kasi, ano ang uunahin? If he is facing charges here, then, and the court has already acquired jurisdiction over him and over his person, mas complicated po yan. Kasi paano kung yun na nga, nakadetain dito, ito turn over mo to a foreign court muna? Panyangs Ohama says, merong sorrowful mystery sa Rosary ngayon ang KOJC. Ay nasa sorrowful mystery. Pero tandaan po, merong glorious mystery at joyful mystery. Kaya yun ang iniintay namin, ang joyful mystery for the KOJC. The top UK vlog says, wala na bang ibang balita sa mga US military base? Lahat ng SMNI reporters dun lang sa KOJC siege. Asa pa tayo mainstream. Baka part ng diversion ni BBM para magawa nila yung ibang plano. Tamba is 100 steps ahead. Ako, sa totoo lang, I disagree with them being 100 steps ahead. And I don't give them too much credit for brains, number one. But I do give them credit for having power. So, I don't think it's really the fault of KOJC na iba ang SMNI ay nagre-report sa kanila about what's happening there. Ano po ba ang ini-expect ninyong report sa military bases? Ano ba po sa tingin ninyo ang nangyayari to merit a news account on them? Alan Java asks, why nagkaroon ng power of contempt ang Congress? Okay, nasa saligang batas po yan. It's so that hindi mapawalang bisa yung kanilang power to call witnesses or resource persons to attest before them the facts of an issue or issues that are for consideration when they draft laws. Tungo yan dun sa kanilang power na gumawa ng mga batas. Sabi ni Panyangs, gusto ko rin makita ang sorrowful mystery sa gobyerno Marcos na yan. Sabi ni Ma'am Valerie, they're 100 steps ahead sa kapal ng muka. Sorry. Sorry, medyo. Yeah, I think I laughed too hard on that. Hi kay Ma'am Beth. Sabi niya, thank you for being so brave. Love you po. Love you, Ma'am. You're actually braver than me. And you've been brave all your life. Buha says, I understand bakit biased ang media. ABS-CBN got their franchise back without paying taxes. TY-BBM. Did they get their franchise back? Parang wala pa yata akong nakitang ganon. Sino daw po ang nasa emergency? Si R or si M? R or M? Si A. Ray Garcia says, can ICC have jurisdiction over this injustice done to the KOJC Church? The ICC's jurisdiction is over yung large crimes. How do I explain large crimes? Yung nasa level ng genocide, crimes against humanity, mga ganon. It could, if you can prove that they are being oppressed solely because of what they believe in, because of their religion. Sabi ni Poco Loco, sorry but Torreon has been overpowered. The PNP is walking all over him. All personalities associated with the Dutertes are facing criminal charges. I think you misappreciate. Attorney Torreon isn't a one-man defense team where he can stop the police from entering the compound. He's an officer of the court. And his weapons are the motions and pleadings and all of these things that he files before the court. He is not the person to stand in the way of thousands of police officers. He tried to use reason with General Torre, but it seems that General Torre is resistant or possibly immune to logic and reason. The Solicitor General, tinatanong ni Rosalie, ano po ang role ng SOLGEN? The Solicitor General defends the government, but in other instances, they can act as the tribune of the people, meaning they can take up causes where the government is wrong. And you must uphold the higher public interest. Ganyan din po ang AFP di ba? Normally, the AFP is the protector of the state. But there will be times when they are called upon to protect the people against the government, which is also part of the state. Pwede ba nilang i-contempt si Sara? Sabi ni Kendra, pwede bang nila i-contempt si Sara sa budget hearing? Yes, there is no provision in any of the rules na bawal siyang i-hold in contempt. But, sabi ng hukuman, if any of the legislative bodies will impose their power of contempt as a penalty then they should observe due process first. Is the administration, sabi ni Ma'am Jenny, silently using the power of martial law? What is martial law? It is when the military is used to enforce the civilian authority, or it is the military that takes over the execution of laws. Okay. Normally, di ba, anong nakalagay sa saligang batas? Civilian authority is supreme over the military. When the military is given a higher status of executing the laws, yan po yung martial law. So, hindi ko po nakikita na martial law ngayon dahil hindi naman po ginagamit ang military. Kaya nga ang translation niyan ay batas militar. Ngunit ang nakikita ko ay posibleng creeping dictatorship. Na kapag ang executive or the executive in connivance with certain other agencies, they disregard the legal processes to impose their will on the people. Mas nakikita ko po yon. Hindi sa batas militar. Pero kasi ina-associate natin ang martial law with dictatorship. Ang nakikita ko po ay creeping dictatorship. Can the VP declare martial law o president lang po? Only the president, and it must be upheld later on by the legislature. Sabi ni Harteu, leaning towards dictatorship na talaga this. Yes po. I agree with that one. Thank you, Ma'am Spirit, for the roses. Sabi, maraming nagsasabi that there are other lawyers behind Attorney Torion. Yes, wala naman po tayong sinasabi na he's the only counsel. And we have seen and we appreciate, in fact, the excellent legal team that is defending the KOJC. At the same time, I won't disregard the brilliance of those that are in the Office of the Solicitor General or of those under Secretary Boying Remulla. Magagaling din po ang lawyers and magagaling din ang PAO. So, let's see. John Lopez says, thank you kay Haiza Kimik. Ma'am John Lopez says, Remulla, di ka ba natatakot sa mga ginagawa mo? Tingnan mo yung itsura mo, parang malala na sakit mo. Instead, gumawa ka ng mabuti sa kapwa mo, pero ang kaya dahil sobra ka sa Supreme Court. Thank you kay Just Dance. Ma'am Marie Ann Ferreira says, yung mga kakamping/yellow tards tahimik lang kahit alam nilang maraming mali, which proves to us right na wala talaga sa serbisyo ang puso nila but to gain power and mapabagsak ang mga Duterte. Yeah. Ma'am Patty says, I understand Attorney Topacio is also one of PACQ's lawyers. Why he isn't involved in what's happening with the KOJC since the pastor is at the center of these issues. I think there's division of labor po. Bakit si Attorney Panelo ay tinabla si Attorney Roque? Ito ba yung kasamaan versus kadiliman? I think that might be personal between the two of them. Sabi ni Judes, what due process may be employed if VP will be held in contempt? Teka, baliktad po yata. In order to impose the penalty of contempt on the Vice President or any resource person in Congress, they must give the person an opportunity to speak, to defend themselves, and to objectively assess that defense. Kailangan impartial din sila. Pero kung ikukulong nila in spite of the evidence, in spite of the rationality of the agreement, then the Supreme Court can overturn that decision. Suzaku says, in Kakampuet's perspective, mas madali pabagsakin si and minions because they don't have the organic support of the people. We thank you kay Davao Investment at saka kay Just Dance. Napatake daw si Heart Gym ng Losartan sa ginagawa ng mga nasa Kongreso. Ang kakapal ng mukha nila. Kahit ako, stressed ako dyan. Pero you know what I do? Iniipon ko. And yung in other instances, sinusulat ko talaga. Kasi, bilog ang mundo. Tandaan po ninyo yan. Sabi ni GD, bakit iba-iba ang stand ng mga abogado? Pagalingan na lang po ba ito kung sinong abogado nila? Hindi po. Pagalingan po ng argumento yan. Thank you kay Heart Gym. Twice. Salamat po. Sabi ni M&M, ang bastis ni Benny Abante kabuisit. Sir, ramdam na ramdam ko yung sinasabi ninyo. Boss Baby says, pero attorney, sabi sa rules ng hearing wag daw argumentative ang House member. Di ba argumentative, for example, yung ginagawa ni Abante since given naman na alam talaga ni VP yung separation of powers. Ito yung problema, sino yung magde-determine na argumentative sila o hindi? Yung chairman ng committee. Ano yung nangyayari, di ba? He who makes the rules. Kakainis. We need to get better people in Congress. Yung mga batas natin, I can live with many of them. I can even live with the current constitution, but we need better lawmakers. Holy cow! Yeah. My gosh. The way papainom ako ng tubig. The way they conduct the hearings can be so frustrating. Parang it's cringy and toe-curling and frustrating and we need better people, seriously. Sabi ni Rans, bullied ang mga congressman, panakot parating contempt. Bully ang mga congressman, panakot parati contempt. So, sa mga napapanood ko na hearing nila. Sila pasimuno ng panggulo, sabi ni Tabs. Sabi ni Harte, stick to the plan. Sabi ni Paul Edward Morales, Attorney, can you love your enemy? Si VP Inday, di daw po niya kaya. Hindi ko kayang mahalin. Pero kaya ko pang respetuhin ang kanilang mga karapatan. Kahit ayaw ko. Is it true, sabi ni Judes, that the motive of Congress during the OVP budget hearing is to destroy the reputation of the VP? Yes, plus get their hands on that additional cash. Sabi ni Rines, better lawmakers na hindi convicted. Well, ganito yun eh. So many also complain about the court. So you have to decide. Kung sasabihin nyo, ay, ang sama ng hukuman natin, walang batas, ganyan-ganyan. Pero sasabihin nyo, bawal ang convicted. Weren't they convicted by an awful court? We have to be consistent. Para sa akin, doesn't matter. Because there are times talaga na nagkakamali ang hukuman na sometimes we're defeated by more powerful forces. Pero if by chance na merong makapasok dyan, tignan nyo si Attorney Glenn Chong, Don't you think that he deserves to be a congressman or a senator? And yet he has many cases against him. It's possible na ma-disbar pa siya. Would you take that against him? What about those na yun nga, very powerful ang forces against them? Would you take that against them? By the way, pag convicted lang by final judgment, saka lang po yan madi-disqualify. Because the Constitution says, no person may be deprived of life, liberty, or property without due process of law. And if galit tayo dun sa mga nagde-deprive ng rights without due process, then we must also be careful not to be that kind of person as well. Let's not be like the bangags who are selective in their justice. If we're going to be just about it, lahat, kahit yung ayaw natin na tao, kailangan protektahan natin ang karapatan nila. Thank you kay Filingerang Baog. Oh, yung sakit. Thank you for the rose. Bakit pala nabasura anak ni Sec DOJ Remulla? Sabi ni hindi po siya nabasura. Yung kaso. Okay, yung kaso ng anak ni Sec Remulla was because there was a package that arrived that contained illicit substances and they were addressed to him. So as the story goes, okay, thank you, Shadow. As the story goes, he picked up the package and was thus arrested. However, in the court, ang lumabas is that the package was just on its way to him. And since he did not physically receive them, then there is no proof of his possession of illicit substances. That he did not actually receive the illicit substances. That is supposed to be what happened. Sabi ni Bing Gini, hindi ako high blood dati pero mula nang nahilig ako manood at makinig sa politika, pakiramdam ko high blood na ako kahit 120/80 BP ko, lalo na pag nakikita kong balita sa mga bayarang media, kainis. I know, but it also means, ma'am, that you care. It also means na nabubuhay yung patriotism sa inyo. So, pasensya na po. Okay. Thank you kay Ma'am Spirit at kay Shadow. Ay, kay Beowulf, thank you very much. Okay, so may nakita akong comment na nagsasabing, as if naman just si Duterte. Humihingi tayo ng hustisya pero si Duterte daw hindi just. Ito yung sagot ko dyan. Kahit nung panahon ni Duterte, critical pa rin kami. Tayo, marami sa atin. Galit nga tayo sa ibang mga cabinet secretaries niya. The thing is, the difference is, tignan ninyo, may mga instances na na-dismiss naman yung mga kaso laban doon sa mga hindi natin kasundo, kumbaga. Hindi ba? And if that is not proof of justice, then I don't know what is. Well, no, I actually know what it is. But my point is this. They would not have had a chance kung unjust. And that's number one. Number two, what you're saying is that the judiciary was not independent during the time of Duterte. And I disagree with that. You not only have no evidence, but the court's decisions don't make everybody happy talaga, which for me is standing proof that there is independence. Sure, we don't agree with all the decisions of the court. Hindi naman lahat talaga ng sinasabi ng hukuman o yung mga desisyon ng mga hukuman ay tama. Gayunpaman, pag naging final yan, bahagi na yan ng batas ng bansa. At yun na po yun, convicted na kung convicted. Tao rin po kasi ang mga nakaupo at nagkakamali din. But, there's no alternative eh. Ano yung mas ang sa tingin ninyo ay mas just under the Constitution? Kailangan ninyong bigyan kung ano yung alternatibo natin. In that case, kasi the court naman, they do take into consideration suggestions at parati po silang nagbabago ng rules to make them more just. It's not perfect, and I don't think anybody should really expect perfection in any system that's run by people. Pero pagka yung mga glaring na talaga, utang na loob, tayo na yung mali pag hindi natin ayusin. Sabi ni Steve, Kong Atlas is a hypocrisy with the sect he belongs and represents. Sabi ni Jude, who has the power to force BBM to undergo follicle hair test? There are two compulsions in the world of government. One compulsion is the law. The other compulsion is politics. And what does politics value? It values the opinions of people, particularly pag marapit ng eleksyon. Yeah. In the end, hindi pa nila kakayanin, wala pang sistema na nakuha sila that will completely bypass the will of the people. So, yeah, a lot of people demanding it may be able to force BBM to undergo the test or force him to do something else. Sabi ni Purely Dense, Congress people pretend to know and yet so obvious that they are idiots because they cannot even ask good questions. My God, their way of questioning is so cheap and bobo. Kumbaga nakikita mo padating malayo pa lang eh. Ma'am Telms, thank you very much. Sabi ni Liker, nagsabi na po si VP Sara na mag-resign si BBM. Okay. Okay, meron pa bang ibang katanungan? Sabi ni Patrick, mga tanong ng mga congressmen or women kay VP Sara, parang usapang kanto lang. Sabi ni Antonio, mag-congresswoman na lang kaya Attorney Trixie ikaw na makipagdebate sa mga walang kwenta sa kongreso. Paano ako magsasucceed as a congressperson kung aawayin ko lahat ng kasama ko? Banyagang Pulubi says, ano po kaya ang hahantungan ng pangyayari sa KOJC? Mabigyan pa kaya sila ng hustisya sa panahon ni BBM? Kung hindi sila bibigyan ng hustisya, kailangan natin silang ipaglaban. Kasi kung kayang gawin sa kanila, hindi man tayo mga kasapi ng KOJC, kailangan, mararamdaman din po natin yan eh. Kung gagawin sa kanila, gagawin yan sa atin. Sabi ni Jose Protasio, syempre all out support talaga yan si Boying. Malaking utang niya kay Bang sa pagpapalabas ng kanyang anak na hinuli noon sa PIDEA. M&M says, abolish party list system, inabuso lang ng mga leftist. Ito, hindi ako magsasawang sagutin yan. Hindi po ako naniniwala na dapat i-abolish ang party list system. O ayan, it's out there. Naniniwala ako na maganda ang intensyon nito. Ngunit hindi maayos ang kanyang pagpapatakbo dahil syempre, sinong gumawa ng batas? Yung mga kongresistang nakaupo. Yung mga kongresista. At lalong-lalo na kung nakapasok dyan yung mga front ng mga insurgency groups. Ngayon, pag sinabi mong inaabuso ng mga leftist, dalawa po ang komento dyan. Unang-una, hindi po illegal maging leftist. Hindi po illegal or masama maging aktivista. Kailangan intindihin niyo po yung termino na yon. Ang isang aktivista po is somebody who works to make change. So halimbawa, aktivista ako even before, pero ang aking larangan ng proteksyonan ang ating mga pamana, ang ating cultural heritage. So matagal po ako nasa NCCA, naging commissioner pa po ako noon. Pero walang makakapagsabi na hindi ako aktivista para sa kultura kahit noon. That's number 1. Number 3, ang purpose ng party list system ay para magkaroon tayo ng representation para dun sa mga taong hindi malalakas or hindi walang capability na makapag-form ng malalaking pressure groups.